Okay, so we're live. Are we? Yeah, I'm live. Okay, so thank you. Sorry, it took me some time. I needed that break very badly because if you've noticed, the first two videos where we covered the air, the water, and the fire elements of the zodiac signs, it took me an hour each, so I have a better idea right now how long each group of zodiac signs will take. So it'll be likely about an hour each. So welcome back to Tarot Page Philippines. You're with Aero, right? I'm with your. My name is Aero. Okay, I'm beginning to stutter. You're with Aero right now. So um, we already covered the first two elements, the air. I'm sorry, the fire element just a while ago that covers for Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. And another video, we already covered the water signs, which are the Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces. So right now we're going to cover for the Earth elementals, which are Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. So while I'm shuffling the cards, if you're new to the channel, I'd like to invite you to please click on the subscribe button and hit the bell notification so whenever we release any new videos or we go live, you can get notifications as well. And don't forget to also click on the like button. And because by doing that, you're also showing your support to us and you're also making us feel loved. Haha. So for that one. Okay, so just like in the previous readings that we have done, we'll be providing general readings, financial readings, and also relationship readings for each of the signs uh, for Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. For those who have missed the first six, it's already uploaded and in YouTube, so you could browse through it. Okay, so but it's also good that if you know your ascending or true node, or your sign in the sun, which is the in your astrological birth chart. You can also review the other signs that's influencing you, not just your star sign for this matter. So right now we're going to do for Taurus. So while I'm getting the cards for them, just remember that these are all for guidance. We still have our own free will. Please exercise your free will as well. And also, if it may or may not resonate to you, but the advices of the tarot cards that you will be getting, you can use it for yourself so that you will be able to maximize the benefits of the wisdom being provided or shared to us by the tarot cards. Okay, so the first right now we're going to do a reading for the house of Taurus. We're going to do the first general reading, and then we're going to get the message of the universe for you guys in the house of Taurus, which the first one in the Earth elements signs. So Taurus. So Taurus, based on my research, I'm not very particular with it. Is the house of money and resources. Okay. So what is the cards that is being given to us by the universe in terms of your general reading? So we have here the Eight of Cups. We have also the Five of Pentacles. We have also the Six of Wands. Also the Knight of Swords, and also the card of the Empress. So what is the message or the general reading that we have for the House of Taurus right now? In general, right now, you need to be strong when it come in the coming week. You will need to learn how to be strong in terms of your emotions. Looks like very familiar for somebody. You need to be strong in terms of your emotions because you made some decisions that will further affect your future this week that will have an impact not just in your emotional status but also with regards to your health status because emotions have a is a very powerful element that is part of us that cannot that's so powerful that even the physical body can also feel the changes. So if you will notice some people if they're very happy, most of them are very healthy. But for those who are doubling to or being consumed by loneliness or negative, let's say negative emotions, most of them they have the tendency to be sick most of the time. So right now, Taurus, that is right now you what you need to make sure that you're being covered. Your emotions, you need to make sure that you will be standing by your decisions, and also you will be able to control your emotions right now, because there is also, I'm seeing here, a possible gap within the family, because the Five of Pentacles and the Six of Wands are also suggesting it that within this week there could be some misunderstanding within the family. Maybe it's still because of the effect of the retrogression of a lot of planets right now. So be sure to watch your emotions, watch your temper. So that's an important thing right now. It's your temper as well. And also, don't make decisions this week that is based on your on what you feel or what not, because it's really not that balanced when you decide in the spur of the moment within this week. Um, so just be sure that you will be able to just to balance that. Wow, there's a lot of signs right now within this week that needs to balance themselves, just like in the first six readings we have for the first six signs. So you need to have a balance, and also don't forget, this will be also the best time for you to communicate with your mother or your mother figure, and also, or it could be a mentor. But you need to make sure that they will be because they're the ones who are in tune with their emotions that much that they're able to provide you guidance on what you need to do on this coming week. And also, if you need to stay where you are right now, kindly do that, because movements right now for Taurus is not very advisable, maybe physical or emotional or whatnot. It's not yet very advisable based on the cards. So just to give you where it's coming from here, the two cards, the Knight of Swords and the Six of Wands. It's not that advisable. You need to make sure that everything, as of this moment, in this coming week, you will be staying put in where you are, because your emotions is in a limbo, meaning you don't know what you're doing. You're just going by through the motions, which is a very dangerous path for you right now, Taurus. So kindly be careful with that, but you can balance it. The universe is very nice to you. You can balance it by reestablishing, actually it's reestablishing, because you still have some possible gaps that will come in, or with um your possible with your either your mother or your mother figure or your mentor, or somebody who is that you think is responsible or is matured enough. Try to make sure that you will be balanced, because of them. They will be the one to provide you sound advices, and also they will be the one to be able to give you proper how do you put it this way, they will be the one to give you proper comfort if necessary, on what is happening throughout the week. So stay put, Taurus, where you are, and also be careful with your emotions. It's kind of you're in a roller coaster ride. I cannot stress out too much on that matter. Um, what you will need to do, but be extra careful on that one, especially with your heart right now, which is a little bit fragile. Okay, so that is the message or the general reading we have for you right now, Taurus. What is the message of the universe that is been given to you in the form of the King of Swords? Now, okay, so yeah, it's advising you to have a relation to reconnect or strengthen the relationship that you have with your mother figure or with your mother. But it will be also advisable that you will be heeding what is the fatherly advice, because it should be a balance between the two. The universe is saying that emotionally, you're doing something that needs to be corrected or needs to be fixed. However, you will need to also balance it with the your other side, which is the father, which is the strong foundation that is being given to you by the universe. Their advice, their reproach or rebuke will make sure that you will be on the right path that you will need to follow. If not, you will not be able to take advantage of the blessing of the universe. It could be a little bit shaky for this coming week, which will also affect the coming weeks to come. So be extra careful with that. Take heed of the advice of your father or the father image that you have. Okay, so that is a general reading for our friends who are in the house of Taurus. Now let's check what is the reading when it comes to their finances for this coming week. Okay, let me check. Bear with me, please. Oh, wow. So we have cards that fell. So if it's something that fell, I have this notion that I'll need to check on them because it means that's the cards already that is who wants to give the message. So finances for Taurus, we have Taurus. You have here the Ten of Wands. You only have four cards actually. Also the Page of Pentacles. Also the Four of Cups, and also the Nine of Swords. Okay, stop overthinking. That's the first thing, Taurus, that you need to do. Stop overthinking and start moving. You need to make sure that what you're thinking is accompanied by what you are doing because your thinking is you're just creating it in your mind, but you're not doing something to materialize those things. You're overthinking to the point that you are already creating a reality that you think that this will be the one that will happen, but it's not. And nothing is happening because you're just like in a rocking chair. You're starting to worry. You're starting to think of the what ifs, or you're thinking of this may happen, this could happen. But unfortunately, that's only what you're thinking. You're Stop projecting negativity towards your path because that will be the one that the universe will be placing in your path if you will continue to do that. What you will need to do as of the moment is to make sure that what you think, act on it. Don't just stay where you are. Your overthinking is also affecting your emotions, which is in the general reading a while ago also came about. And also stop belittling yourself, meaning that you will need to trust what is your capacity on what you can do because that's what you are. Although you are a creator because earth elementals are creators or life givers on which is one of their capacity or blessings as an earth elemental. But Taurus, your mind is taking too much. You're thinking too much, and your emotions are a little bit in a roller coaster ride. So be care. What you will need to do based on the readings on the card is that you will need to act, think, and act, accompany them both. And by doing so, you will be able to produce. You will be able to start something. You will be able to produce something, and that will be beneficial, and also you will be more productive. So I'm sorry for the term, but don't overthink and don't that you're wasting your time on that one. That's very wrong for for my point of view. That will be wrong. I mean, we're thinking, but we need to also act on it. The universe is more gracious that it could provide you blessings beyond your imagination. However, you need to start with the mind by segregating what needs to be done and don't think too much of what will happen wrong because the more you do that, the more it will happen. Okay, so let's check what is the reading when it comes to your relationships. Okay, let's go here. Okay, so relationship reading. Okay, so we have it here right now. So we have the King of Cups, the Eight of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles, also the Three of Pentacles, and lastly we have here the King of Pentacles. So what is your relationship reading right now, Taurus? Okay, so right now, emotionally, one second, I need this. I need coffee. Sorry, I'm a coffee lover, guys. So hello to those who also love coffee. So right now, Taurus, you will need to make sure that because you have emotions that is a little bit battered or in a position that is very fragile, you will need to understand right now that in order for you to be able to cope up with any relationship that is broken, is you need to start with yourself because you don't know you need to focus or refocus yourself on what you need to do. You have been disaligned or you've been dislocated from your path. You've been swerved away from your path. So this will be the best time for you to regroup yourself. This week will be a good way for you to regroup yourself. Those will just like in the first readings that we have for your general and your finances, it's also being covered here because when you say relationship, kind of note that relationship we're also talking about all types of relationships here. So it may be intrapersonal or it may be an agape, your relationship with the divine, or a philos, or it could be a romantic relationship or whatnot. However, it will be covering all types of relationships. So you will need to first start with the basic, which is your how do you respect or how do you see yourself? Because it's a very important question right now for this coming week to you. Because you will need to understand what is your worth as well. You've already indulged yourself too much, thinking that overthinking yourself, overdoing what you are thinking. But this will be the best time that for you to recuperate yourself or regenerate yourself from those that overthinking. I cannot say it's a bad thing because however anything that is too much is really bad for it's really bad. So too much thinking also is bad for anybody, but especially for you right now, Taurus, this coming week. So and also you if you are planning or some of you some in the house of Taurus might be planning to go back to in reaching out with people to help them or to help them in establishing themselves financially. I'm not saying that you're going to a debt or but you will be asking them help so that they could help in opening doors for you. Don't hesitate to ask. There are people that the universe will be providing to you in this coming week whom will be able to who are more than willing to be able to give you advice or be a bridge for you to be able to communicate with the right person who will be giving you the right things to do because right now although your emotions will be in a limbo if you will be able to reestablish your or fortify your communication and your relationship with your mother and fix any broken relationship with your father. It could be a mother or father figure, or it could be your physical or your biological parents. It will be the time for once you're able to do that, that could support you throughout the week when it comes to your emotional turbulence that you will be undergoing. So, but as you do that, be sure that you'll also be able to reach out to the people around you who will be able to either help you in connect in establishing yourself, or they will be able to open the doors for you to be able to meet new individuals who will be able to help you in stepping up to the next level or stepping up from your current situation. However, don't um, one thing that you need to develop as well during this week, since the universe is providing those opportunities for you, is do not shy away or do not belittle yourself because that will cause you to take a step backward and you'll be having you will not be able to take advantage of the blessings the universe will be providing or will be offering to you at this point. So kind of step up your game when it comes to your relationship so that you will be able to complete it, okay? Or take to be able to take what is it for you. So I hope those readings for the House of Taurus was able to help you guys. Now, following that, we're going to also check or do the reading for our next sign, which is Capricorn, the next in the Earth elementals and the Zodiac sign. So while I'm shuffling the cards, so if guys, if you're new to the channel, I'd like to invite you to please subscribe and click on the bell notification. And also, by doing that, you could show your support and love to us. And also, guys, so don't forget as well that to share the video to anybody who you think might be needing inspiration or guidance, because you can never can tell the person that you're sharing the message to might badly need it. The inspiration or the guidance that we are providing using the tarot cards. Okay, so let's check for Capricorn. Um, okay, 1 second. So let's get the cards of Capricorn. Okay, so let's check the general reading for Capricorn, plus also the message of the universe. Okay. So if guys, if you like, if you can also please do click on like on the video so more people will be able to view it, because it will be more advertised by the platform. Okay, so Capricorn, what is the cards that we have for you? So we have here the Page of Cups. We have here also the card of the Hierophant. We have also the Seven of Wands. So I'll just show it very quickly here, guys. Okay, the Nine of Wands. Also, we have here the Queen of Wands. So what is the general reading that we have for Capricorn right now? So Capricorn, it's the best time for you right now to go back to your beliefs, or let's just say to make it more general instead of using religion. We could use your spirituality. It's the best time for you right now to follow your inner instinct this week, because right now what the universe wants you to understand is that there are things in this world that you cannot really fully grasp. There are things that you cannot really comprehend for the moment. But once you open yourself to the teachings of the universe with regards to your spirituality, you will have a broader understanding. It will open a whole new demographic for you that will make sure that you will have a higher level of knowledge or wisdom with regards to how you will be able to tackle or how you will be able to live your life, or the steps that you will need to take in terms of making your decisions in the next week. So it will be good that also you start also fighting the demons within you, because right now there's no other person who can do that except you. Sorry, I just need my coffee. So you will need to make sure that you can fight the demons. How do you do that? You need to go inside and find your own strength, because right now you're losing that vision, or in general reading, you're losing your visions right now about who you really are. What is your capacity? So besides you accepting what is your capacity, you need to also accept yourself that you are already this type of person, but you also have the capacity to make decisions for yourself that you could change it in any direction that you would like to do so. So the key here is for you to make the first step, or the decision to take the first step in fighting all the demons inside of you, and also taking hold or embracing the power or the gifts the universe provided you and will provide you within this week. Okay, so that is a general reading for our friends in the house of Capricorn. Now, what is the message of the universe for Capricorn right now? It is the Five of Swords. So five is the card of the number of action in numerology. While source is also the symbol of the air. It talks about anything about the mind. So you need to take hold of your mind. The battlefield right now actually is in your mind. What you will need to, the universe is advising, is you will need to go ahead and step up your game. That what you sometimes the little things that you know, although you're trying to find what could be what's next for you or what should be the next step, but this week, you will be asked by the universe to take a leap of faith. So it might look like it's very dangerous. It's not really what you're accustomed to, but it will allow you to go ahead and understand your spirituality, which we're going back again to your general reading. So it will help you to develop your spirituality, and also it will help you in trusting yourself and learning new skills in the process, which will help you in defeating your inner demons. So that's what you will need to take into consideration right now. That you will need the key word here is the leap of faith that you will need to do, even though you don't know what's happening, but that is faith. It will allow you, or it will require you to take a leap, and by that the universe will still catch you, and you'll be surprised what will be in store for you. Okay, so I hope that the readings for the general readings for Capricorn was able to help our friends in the house of Capricorn. It's sound redundant. Okay. So let's see what will be the cards or the message of the tarot when it comes to the finances of our friends in the house of Capricorn. By the way, what's the house of Capricorn? I forgot. The house of Capricorn is concerned with career. Oh, the house of career. Okay, so let's see it here. So let me just shuffle the cards. If you're new to the channel, so kindly click on the subscribe button, and also don't forget to click on the bell notification. By doing that, you're showing your love and support to us. And go ahead. We are more than happy if you will be sharing the videos to your friends or family who will be needing the advices of the cards. Okay, here we go. So for the finances, Capricorn. Okay, so we have here. So Capricorn, this is the cards we have for you. We have here the Ten of Wands, also the Ace of Swords, the Two of Cups, and also the Five of Swords. And lastly, we have here the Three of Wands. So what is the message or what is the reading we have for you, Capricorn, in terms of your finances? So, hmm, so based on the cards here, you are in the verge of or you're in a position where you are able to trying to open yourself to the possibility of venturing into something different. You're there is this, we're going back to your gel reading actually, but there's this certain fear that what is that you're what is it that you're seeing might not be um what could help you in the process. However, what you will need to consider is that there are people around you that who is cheering or is giving you directions or unsolicited advices that you can also look into. Don't be the 10 of wands is saying that you will need to look into yourself. What is it that's driving you? What is it that is causing you to be happy? Or what are the things that you are doing or what you want to do? Or that your hobbies, for example, that once you do it, it's just like you are playing that because it's something that is very natural because you love to do it. So go and explore that part of you so that you will be able to use it to venture into the possible um, financial freedom that you, or the financial, it's not really actually a financial freedom, but a financial additional financial support sorry, for you and your family. So it's just an advice, when you say family, we're not just talking about biological, but those also you considered as family, because family is not just for people that are blood related, but those we also consider as family. Okay, so you will need also to listen to what they are saying, because that will surely help you in the long run, and it will also help in giving you further advice, and also opening your mind on the possible things that you're not able to see in the process of those cards. But also you will need on your end as well to stop for a moment, and also reassess your financial status, because right now, although you feel that you are doing what is normal, however there are more things that you will need to give attention to in terms of your resources. You will need to find a way to find which one you should cut off in the process, because that could also gradually, just like a quicksand, it will gradually, you will gradually sink if you will not be able to find what you will need to cut in the process, because those things that you're previously doing that you are financing cannot continue in next week or in the coming weeks. So an assessment on your personal assessment on your finances is a major thing that you will need to do right now, because that is what the card is advising for you for this coming week, or Capricorn. Okay, so that is for your finances. Now, let me go ahead and also get another set of cards for you, Capricorn. When it comes right now to your relationship. So just we have mentioned also in the previous videos, when you say relationships, we are pertaining to every type of relationships. Okay. Okay, so here, let's shuffle the cards. There we go. Okay, so for your relationship cards, we have here as follows. Okay, so Capricorn, your card that we have here is a card of the Moon, the Two of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles, the card of the Star, and lastly is the Ace of Pentacles. Just need a quick coffee, guys. Okay, so what is the reading that we have for you, Capricorn, in terms of your relationship? Do not allow that you are in the shadow of another person, that your identity in this week will be based on another person, that you are only known because you are tied up or you are connected with another individual. You have your own individuality, so let it burst out, let it arise. um, Make yourself known. So don't be afraid to show what you can or what you are, because that will be that relationships are designed. A good relationship is designed to make um, to show what is the best in us, or to release what is good in us. And as of the moment, that is what you will need to do. Your relationships right now is or this coming week will allow you to open up, um, or also challenge you in releasing your hidden capacities, or the real you, or what you can do. However, it will be your decision if you will respond positively or negatively with those situations. But the universe is still gracious, that every time that should happen, the star is always there to remind you that there will be incidents or people that the universe may um, allow to cross your path this week, this coming week, that will constantly remind you of who you are so that you could level up yourself, or you have your own your individuality will not be lost. So you will need to do that as well, because by doing so your relationships as well could also potentially open you to additional financial security. Well, actually, which is a very good news for our friends who are in the house of Capricorn. So it could open possible financial ventures that will greatly affect you, or will greatly support you in the next coming weeks. So don't neglect in focusing yourself in expanding yourself and making yourself or showing your individuality, showing your capacity, showing the skills, the gifts that you have, because that will be a very crucial. Um, that is a very crucial thing that you will need to do within this week. And don't worry, because your most of your relationships right now will help you in achieving that kind of understanding, so that you will be able to step up to the game. Okay, so Capricorn, I hope the readings we have for you will be able to guide you for the coming week. So right now, we're going to do the next reading, which is for our friends in the house of Virgo. So while I'm shuffling the cards, if you're new to the channel, I'd like to invite you to kindly to show your love to us by clicking on the subscribe button, and also hitting the bell notification. So whenever we go live or we upload new videos, you will be receiving updates from us. And also, it will be nice as well if you could share it with the videos to your friends or your family, so that they will be you never can tell that one of them might need the inspiration or the guidance that the cards are providing to us. And also, as a gentle reminder, the card readings are for guidance purposes. We still have our own free will. Kindly exercise it with caution. And also, it may or may not resonate to you, but kindly take note that the wisdom that is being given by the cards is also timeless, so you could take advantage of it for you to be able to have for your own personal development as well. Now, let's go to the house of Virgo. So we will be doing a reading for the general reading for Virgo, and then after that, we're going to check what is the message of the universe for the house of Virgo. So the house of Virgo, let me check, is the house of service. Okay. Okay, so what are the cards we have for Virgo? So we have here the Emperor, we have here the Hierophant, next we have here the World, we have also the of, Eight of Pentacles. Lastly, we have here the King of Swords. So what is the general message of the cards to the House of Virgo? Leadership might be an issue in the coming week, where there could be a possible clash with the leadership. But be sure as well, because you might be open to the ideas that you will be able to see in the coming week what is wrong when it comes to the leadership. When we say leadership, we are pertaining not just those in position, but it could be also pertaining to individuals who are you are respecting, or when it comes to the family, it could be your parents or your older relatives. So it could be any type of leadership that you might come into clash with, because you will be given a glimpse of what needs to or what is wrong, possibly with their seeing here, possibly with the how they handle it or how they connect with people. But that should not give that does it does not give you a license to go ahead and confront them immediately. You can do that, however, make sure that you will be doing it in due respect, because at the end of the day, the all leaderships that are placed in this world we are at right now we attribute it to the creator who have placed them in their respective positions. Nothing happens by chance, guys. Everything happens for a reason. So you will need to also respect that in terms of when you need to confront them in terms of their leadership style or how they will be communicating or um, their connecting with other people. So be a little bit careful in that because that could make or break you as a person, especially if you're already eyeing for or you're being also respected as a leader in your own way. So you will need to learn. That will be a good teaching lesson. That will be a good lesson that the universe will be providing you because it will greatly help you in further developing your leadership skills in this coming week. Just be sure to do it out of love. You're going if you need to do it, you need to do it with care and also in respect. Now, what is the message of the universe for Virgo? It is the Five of Pentacles. So it's time to take action just like what the general reading states that you need to do, you will need to do something, but out of love and out of respect. On the same thing, the universe is saying that you will need to also take, you will need to also respect. You will need to take action right now because a lot of doors might be opening for you. When it turns in terms of opportunities that are yet to come. However, be sure that you will use constant wisdom in accepting it. It's just like accepting a gift of knives. You don't hold it by the blade. You hold it at the handle. So every opportunity also has a bladed. It's like a bladed knife. So be sure that you will handle it or take hold of it from a safe on the safe side, so that it will not cause any harm on your end and also to the people around you. So action is right now the key word for you. You need to move forward, but a movement needs to be done on your end as a decision so that you will be able to for complete the task that the universe will be giving to you so that you will be able to level up yourself. So we're going. I hope that the general reading was able to help you. Now we're going right now. So you're going to read for Virgo with regards to their finances. Okay. Bear with me, please. So while we shuffle the cards, let's see here. Okay, how come my cards does not want to be shuffled? But we have one card that fell out, so let's just get some for reading of Virgo in terms of the finances. Okay, here we go. You see it here. Bear with me. Okay, so what we have here right now for your financial reading, Virgo, is the Six of Wands, also the card of the World, and then we also have the Nine of Pentacles, and also the Four of Swords, and lastly we have the card of the Magician. Now, what is the message of the cards for you right now, Virgo, in terms of your finances? You need to have I don't know how come it's related or how it will be related, but you will need to have a proper you need to have a peace of mind. There's so much things that you would like to achieve your in contrast to the other sign that we've read a while ago, where they're thinking too much on what could happen wrong. You are at the point right now of what you think could happen positively. It's a good thing, actually, because you're projecting the positive things for you. and also you're creating in your mind a reality that is very positive. Now, what you will need to continue actually to do that, but make sure that you have that inner peace of mind or that piece of peace in yourself. You need to achieve that so that you will be able to continue to fuel this positivity or that optimistic view of your future. But because the card of the world is also advising that at every end of the cycle there will be a new beginning. So just like the phoenix, that once the phoenix gets old, they die, they burn, and they will turn into ashes. However, from those ashes will come a new phoenix. So that is where you are right now in this coming week. There will be a new opening for you. So you have seen those success in the past that you're able to you have it completed, or you were able to establish a lot of things in the past when it comes to the finances, but this time there will be a new challenge for you, and it might be something that could be a little bit off your out of your league, out of your circle, but this will be take it as an opportunity for you to learn something new, because right now those new opportunities that will be given to you or will be presented by the universe to you in this coming week may not have all the your required resources, but it will teach you how to be resourceful on how to maximize what you will be having or what you will be getting, and also you will be learning, you will learn to how to improvise as well on what you already you currently have, and also reconnecting or connecting with the right individual. So this week will be a time for you to learn it, but don't overdo it. Also just like with the other signs for you, Virgo, don't overdo it, because it might also cause you some let's just say your body might not be able to keep up with you. So if you need to rest, regardless if it's not yet done or not, the task that you're being presented, go ahead and rest. If you need to relax, please do, because that will make sure that you are still on the top of yourself, that you will not lose track, or you will not have that part where you will be burnt out. So if the task is too much, if you're already at the point that you are already stressed out, then all you need to do is stop and take a quick break or a rest or whatever you would like to call it, or then regain yourself, regain your strength. Then go ahead and continue what you're doing after that. That is your keyword right now in terms of your finances. Although you will be given those opportunities, rest is very important at this point or this coming week for you. Okay, so let's see it. So that's a reading for your finances, Virgo. Now let's check when it comes to your relationships. So let me just shuffle the cards very quickly. So if you're new to the channel, show your love to us by clicking on the subscribe button and also the bell notification, so that when we release new videos and also go on live, you can get updates from us as well, okay? And also, it would be nice if you could share it to your friends and families, because you can never can tell the next person you'll be sharing the videos to might need or might need the readings that we are doing, and they can be blessed because of it, which is one of our main purpose here in Tarot Page Philippines. Virgo, so we have your cards right now, and in terms of your relationship, just again as I mentioned a while ago, when you say relationship, we are covering all types of relationships, not just the romantic part. It's relationship with yourself, with your family, your creator, or your higher self, your angel, whatever you like to call them, or your siblings, your family, even your pets, okay, because it's a relationship as well. So what are the cards we have for you, Virgo, for your relationship? We have here the Four of Cups, the Empress, the card of Death, the Knight of Pentacles. I hope you could see it, guys. And also the King of Cups. So what can we read with regards to your relationship right now? So, well, actually, it's the card right now is indicating that in this coming week, there are certain possible misunderstanding that may occur, especially with the people that is very close to you, that could damage your current relationships. So the card is advising that if you don't need to go headstrong with them, um, you be the bigger person, and just just stop there, and then don't react yet first. I know it might feel that you're being belittled because, and that being belittled, but you don't want to feel. But that would be the best option right now for you, because if you were going to go headstrong, it might cause some end on the relationships that you currently treasure, which is a very devastating thing for you as a Virgo. So just for you with relationship, if you need to stop and do not react at that moment, then do so. Be the one who could be humble, because like the passions some of the passage, it says that those who are humble are being lifted. So be that person who will be humble enough to start to step down from where you are at right now, and you could also offer your apology if necessary, so that you could save this relationship, because it's a very important and crucial one. Because you know for a fact that the relationship that you are keeping, they're very special to you, that even though there are your relationships with other people is, let's say you haven't talked for quite some time, maybe a year or two, but the value of those relationships are, you are treasuring it in your heart very dearly. So if you need to reassess, or if you need to say something before you do that, it will be good to please first think about the words you will be using, because that will be very, it could be a make or break. If you think that what you're going to say is not really going to help, or it will not be that fundamental in nurturing the relationship, then you need just to be quiet, and you can release it in a different way. And also what you can do right now to salvage those relationships that may have been affected, what you need to do right now is to assess yourself, like going back to inner peace. So just have that inner peace. So you can do that in different ways. Some people would like to do meditation, while others would do prayer, or they listen to music, or I know somebody who paints. That's their way of connecting to their inner peace. So there's a lot of way for you to do that. So just be sure the key word here is being humble when it comes to relationship, Virgo. So humble, and also clear-headed as well, so that you can save any possible damage on some of your relationships in the near in this coming week. So Virgo, that is your reading for your relationship. I hope it will help you. So we have completed right now the readings for our friends in the house of the Earth, are the elemental with the elements of the Earth. So we have already covered for Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. So next up we will have our last live reading for the other signs. So if you're new to the channel, I would like to invite you to show your love to us by clicking on the subscribe button and hitting the bell for notifications. So whenever we go live, or we upload any videos, you will get notifications from us, so you don't miss a thing. And also, as I advised a while ago, the readings are for guidance purposes, so you still have your free will. Kindly exercise it with caution and with wisdom. And don't for it's also nice if you could also share the video with your friends who you may can never can tell might need the readings that we're doing to help them with their daily lives. Okay, my name is Zero. Thank you so much for staying with me. I hope to see you very soon. Namaste. God bless. And thank you again. Goodbye.